My lord, in order to show the actual picture,
my duty also. No, please don't tell the court that this is all a person requires. 6,16,300 per month. Does anybody spend this much? A single lady for herself? Oh, if she wants to spend, let her earn. Not on the husband. Please tell your client. What is this? You have no other responsibility of the family. You don't have to take care of the children. You want for yourself. You say, I want 6,16,000. That's not the purport of Section 24. And it is not a punishment to the husband that if he is having a dispute with wife to grant 6,16,000. You should be reasonable in telling it. Not that I will tell some figure and it is for the court to give some amount or the other. We will send a loud and clear message to all the litigants.
Yes,
who wants to exploit the process of the court.
This is exploitation. This is an exploitation.
My lord, my lord, herein where the lower court has completely never looked the income of the husband, wherein even the court has presumed, my lord, before that.
We are not going into all that arguments.
Yes,
what I wanted to know is what are your expenditure?
Yes,
that you tell the court. I already heard all of your ears.
Yes,
of you enough.
For the petitioner, food expenses at a residence to meet the same standard of nutritious food which the respondent is having at home. She has not been provided with any food there. She has to manage
40,000 next.
Yes, my lord. For the purpose of food, when the respondent compelled to have food outside in few circumstances.
Yes, next.
My lord, for that. And towards the clothes and dress, the respondent is using all the branded clothes wherein one Calvin Klein t-shirt costs around 10,000 per shirt. And per trousers of the petitioner is also entitled for the same, wherein the present petitioner is using all the old dresses itself.
Yes.
My lord, towards the accessories like bangles, sticker, chain, earrings, watches, sandals, slipper, etc., my lord, which is the basic need, my lord, towards it 15,000 per month, my lord. Towards the medical expenses, cosmetics and other expenses, my lord, wherein the petitioner is suffering with the knee joint pain and for which she needs to take the regular medication and physiotherapy treatment. Even she is suffering from high fever, tension, panic attack, for which she need to take regular treatment and medication. Due to the negligent act of the husband, she is not in a position to show it to a good doctor and good hospital, for which, as per the at least 4 to 5 lakhs is needed. And my lord, though the respondent is being, my lord, that is, it's a overall cost, my lord, I have bifurcated to a monthly wise also, my lord, in the second column. Though the respondent is being the school fee, paying the school fee and tuition fee to the children, he has completely neglected to look after the children, always being with them as like a mother, and due to which the petitioner is supposed to.
If at least your client is not understanding it, you should understand and you should advise her unnecessarily that these kind of expenditures that they give, the court gets the impression of the court would be something. What is this? 8, please tell the court. Every month, 60,000, what she will do?
My lord, wherein, my lord, this is the humble request before the court. Will leave to lordship to decide on this.
Reasonably, you should tell.
Allah.
Not about I will. It is like a bargaining. Like you will give 5 lakhs, 6 lakhs, and the court will let me give 1 lakh to the. Not the way. You should come before the court with the actual figures. What are all this?
Oh, my lord, wherein I have categorically categorized that these are the needed for her commitment, my lord. And my lord, she is possessing with the loan also, wherein she has to repay that. At that I have produced the document also, gold loan other loan and other hand loans which she has managed and which is deposited to her bank statement by the mother.
You want 6,16,300 per month. Per month as expenses.
My lord, my humble submission before this honorable court with regarding that the landmark judgment wherein Supreme Court has held.
Yes, please pass on.
The maintenance amount which she was needed, which has not been ordered.
You're relying on Rajneesh versus Neha,
yes,
which speaks about filing your assets and liabilities. And where did you comply? Where did you file before the trial court your expenses?
No, I filed assets and liabilities.
What are your expenses?
My lord, wherein I have
assets and liabilities also includes your expenses.
Yes, my lord, that I have stated.
Where did you say?
For which, my lord, I have stated in general, my lord.
No.
Wherein assets
When
and
you- when
liability,
you
no, my lord,
rely-
in assets and
When
liability.
you rely specifically on a judgment,
Allah-
please understand. When you rely specifically on a judgment, you should specifically follow that, not generally.
In assets and liability, my lord, I have stated whatever information it is sought in the assets and liability, which has been directed by the Supreme
Okay,
Court.
let us see the judge. Let us see the judgment. Not where is that judgment? Rashish Vasaneka. Not this. These are all the things which you have to state. That is what at page number 84.
No, that and all, my lord, we have categorically stated that what is the amount debt and what is the expenditure at present she is incurring and what is the amount she is expecting from the court with regarding to maintain her life in the same standard of life that her husband. That and all we have stated in the assets and liability. In a detail, it has been categorically.
Just she will not be given maintenance. Basing on what the husband is getting, and also other factor
My
is
lord,
what is her requirement? Husband must be having 10 crores of income because he's getting, court will grant 5 crores to her. No, it's about she has to tell what is her expenditure, what is her requirement that you didn't even tell before the court, except giving a big figure of so and so. There was no break. What was the breakup? Why? What is that she wants? Never. No, when I asked you to give before this court, if this expenditure that she gave before the court is simple reason and simple ground for this court to dismiss your application.
my lord, my humble submission before this honorable court. Kindly look the operative portion, my lord, wherein prior to it, the court has held. He has never stated affects certain liability, but he's made a submission that he keeps a cash box at house, wherein she makes use of that fund, wherein hence the court held that she is not supposed to be provided with any expenditure with regarding because she has already taken from the cash box and for her personal
Please,
income.
you understood when the court asked you,
Yes.
though it was not given before the trial court, the court asked you for this to consider to grant some amount to her. After looking at all the expenditure what she has placed before the court feels that nothing to be
my
granted.
humble submission, my lord, this court may not order this much, my lord, to a reasonable amount, my lord.
Why should I do that exercise? Why should you tell all this? And why should I grant? Why should the court grant reasonable amount?
No, my lord. In order to
There is a
show the
duty-
actual picture,
there is
my
a
lord.
duty also. No, please don't tell the court that this is all a person requires. 6,16,300 per month. Does anybody spend this much? A single lady for herself? Oh, if she wants to spend, let her earn. Not on the husband.
My lord, any nominal amount.
But I'm telling you, if you want an order from the court, I want the actual figures, not this lakhs of figures. Will not grant, or else I'll dismiss your application. Please tell your client, what is this? You have no other responsibility of the family. You don't have to take care of the children. You want for yourself. You say, I want 6,16,000. That's not the purport of section 24. And it is not a punishment to the husband that if he is having a dispute with wife to grant 6,16,000. You should be reasonable in telling it. Not that I will tell some figure and it is for the court to give some amount or the other. There was no reason for the court to even ask you to file it. I thought if you give the figure and if the court understands what's the requirement, then we'll consider it. But not 6,16,300. A single lady without the responsibility of the kids. Just to take them for a holiday, take them for a lunch, you require 6,16,000. At least how I'm really surprised how she could give all these headings. I think even in that Rajneesh versus Neha, nobody knows that these many headings will be available. Very strange. Final opportunity for you. Come up with a reasonable thing. Reasonable, I'm again telling you. If it is like this kind of a thing, straight away we'll dismiss it.
My lord, may I submit?
Yes.
If your lordship may see, even the legal expenses, 50,000 rupees per month for the lawyer. Even acceptable, my lord, to increase the bill, bloat a big figure so that they'll get. Now, one more thing, my lord, only one opportunity your lordship may kindly give me. I'm filing one memo where 63 lakh rupees is in circulation in shares in their own bank statements with page numbers. I'm giving it. Which bank statements? I'll give him a copy. Let him
You do
also.
one thing.
Yes,
You do one thing. Just don't give it like that.
Please.
Basing on an affidavit, you file it.
Please, my
And
lord.
let them respond.
Please,
No,
ma'am.
we will send a loud and clear message to all the
Fine.
litigants
Yes, ma'am.
who wants to exploit the process of the court.
This is
and the
exploitation.
provisions,
This is an exploitation.
My lord, there is
Everything
no.
he is
there-
doing.
I'm ready to file one more affidavit also with regarding. There is no earning has been earned out to shares, and it is the false submission they are making again and again.
No, I will file with an affidavit.
It will
now.
reflect in. It will reflect in the bank's
reflect.
my lord. Let her show a single rupee profit I have earned.
Oh, then you please file an affidavit.
I've disclosed it as
Not
a
that.
liability.
Now, with that, she will file an affidavit.
My lord,
You file an affidavit.
I'll file,
We will
I'll file.
decide it.
my lord,
You will
I have
decide.
filed the entire document, my lord. I have never suppressed, but again,
They
and again,
filed-
they're twisting
they
and
filed
making
an
the false
affidavit.
submission. My lord,
They-
they did not find the
Uh,
true picture, my lord.
As per the orders passed by this court, the expenditure of the wife placed before the court, where it shows that she requires 6 lakhs and odd for her monthly expenses. All the expenses on the face of it, all the amounts that are stated, this court cannot appreciate that there can be the monthly expenses of a person who do not have to take care of the children and any other expenditure except her personal expenditure. As a last and final opportunity, the petitioner wife shall file the actual required expenses. If they are the actual expenses filed, then the court will consider the same on the next date of hearing. Next para. Learned counsel appearing for the husband submits that an amount of rupees 83 lakhs,
63 lakhs
63 lakhs is in circulation.
in the shares, ma'am.
As she is,
As per their bank statements.
as she is doing the share business, which is denied by the learned counsel appearing for the wife. The husband shall file all the documents on with an affidavit and serve the same on the counsel appearing for the wife, and the wife shall file an affidavit along with in the said affidavit. He also disclose her expenses also.
My lord,
Depending on that, orders will be passed. Yes.
my lord, that is the expenditure anticipated by this court. That is that the petitioner is expecting from this court. That is not the incurred so far.
There is no anticipation. The provision is for her requirements.
Yes, my lord.
Court is
No,
not here
that
to.
is towards the needed amount, my lord. That
Huh?
is not the actually she has spent so far. That is the amount which she is seeking
Which
from.
law says so that you should, in anticipation of something, you should ask for maintenance.
Allah, my lord, that much capacity she is not having at present. That is why we have filed that application. She is needed of that amount, and she has been forced to.
If you want to stick to the same ground, we have to pass orders.
Allah, which she is
Please
expecting from this
please
form.
come up with appropriate affidavit, then we will see.